Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Robot Rampage. It is so good to see so many familiar faces and have our biggest event of the weekend so far. Karan, are you excited? He doesn't have.
I have so many mics.
You have too many.
I am so excited. I just rushed over, grabbed all the mics I could.
That's perfect.
I'm ready.
Fine.
I'm ready.
Awesome. Before we get started tonight, we just have a few ground rules before our incredible event. So first of all, my name is Josh. This is Karan. We will be your hosts, announcers, commentators. We're triple duty tonight. But there, like I said, just a few ground rules to go over. So first of all, when the bots are active and they are fighting, we just ask that you please stay in your seats. We want to make sure that everyone is safe. The bots are safe as well, and that you get to see all the action, and everyone around you gets to see the action as well. In between the fights, you'll have time to go and move around and do things like that. In the event of a fire tonight, where we have to evacuate the building, we have a big fire exit right here. Usually, it's like women and children first. Let's get them to safety. Tonight, it's commentators first, then women and children, and so on and so forth. We do have bathrooms tonight as well. They're just over by the kitchenette over there. If you need a tinkle, do it in between the fights. And if you want some food or beverages, head on over to our kitchenette. We also have earplugs over there if the fights get a bit loud, because they do get quite loud. Speaking of the fights tonight, Karan, we have had so many amazing battles so far this weekend, haven't we?
That's right. We started on Friday night with session 1. This morning we've had 2 more sessions at 10 a.m. and at 2 p.m. All of them have been crazy. We've seen wild damage. I'm really hoping that the teams have been able to put the bots back together, because there was a lot of crazy stuff going on earlier today.
Absolutely there was. There were some absolutely crazy fights, which I'm sure we'll be able to see soon. We are now into our quarterfinals, so we're into the crunch time. As our first bots are getting into the arena, we are into the crunch time. So they have been qualifying all weekend long so far, and now we are into the main events. Tonight, we'll set up tomorrow morning's finals, which will be an incredible spectacle. So we have 2 brackets running at the same time. We have our championship bracket, and we have our plate bracket. Now, we'll let you know which fight is which, but all fights are going to be carnage. So I'm excited. Karan, are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Are you guys excited? All right, I reckon we get into our first fight straight away, which is between 2 of our championship robots. Karan, I'll pass it over to you, and you can explain a bit more.
Alrighty, so the box has been closed. This means it's time to announce the competitors. In the blue square, this robot doesn't even have a heart, and somehow all that runs through his veins is rage, hemoglobin, and mud. Everybody, please put your hands together for Bad Blood! And in the orange square, they say that this robot counted to infinity twice. This must be the robot Chuck Norris. Everybody, please put your hands together for Boris! All right, both bots spinning up very fast.
Boris
Their weapons aren't touching though. There's pushing, but... Oh, there we go.
Boris is chasing Bad Blood around. They are just dancing in a circle at the moment, trying to use their vertical spinners on each other, but they're both... Oh!
That's a wedgelet already come off Boris.
That almost flew and hit me in the head. Thank God for this arena. As they come together again, sparks start to fly. We are 45 seconds through already.
Look at that, the game right now is trying to get under your opponent's wedgelets. Once you get under, Your weapon makes contact. There you go.
That is exactly right. We are seeing some incredible damage tonight already, and some sparks are flying. Bad blood. Both of these robots are able to right themselves up, which is a fantastic little mechanism there. And this is a championship level fight. Bad blood seems to have...
Uh-oh, Bad blood's facing the wrong way. Oh no. They're doing a great job at getting around each other, trying to hurt the back of the opponent, the side of the opponent. Look at that. Great driving from Boris. And a great escape from Bad blood. But Boris back on the attack, behind, and then escaping again as soon as Bad blood gets around.
The sparks that are flying when these two robots come together as Boris slams Bad blood into both corners. There's visible signs of wear and tear. Both of these robots putting everything on the line.
You can see the weapon belt on Boris. That's one of them. A little bit loose, a little bit slack, but they seem to have redundancy. They're still going. Oh no, they're not.
The weapon has stopped, so they are now trying to control, and they will be trying to get Bad Blood's weapon stopped as well and play a bit of cat and mouse, maybe make Bad Blood do some damage to themselves. Boris now just pushing Bad Blood into the corner, trying to control this fight.
There's only 30 seconds left in the match. Let's see what they can do. I hope it doesn't go to judge's decision. It's going to be so hard to judge this.
This will be a tough decision if it goes right to the end. We've got 15 seconds left. Both of these bots are putting everything on the line here. Surely one will crack.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time!
Wow.
What a crazy, crazy first match in the session.
Absolutely, that fight was immense. Those two bots put everything on the line, and they were meant to fight each other, those two. They really were. There's nothing else that you can really describe in that sense. The way they both were just countering each other time after time. Big damage. Unfortunately for Boris, their weapon stopped spinning, which is quite tough. But, you know, fantastic fight. Lasted the full 3 minutes. And Bad Blood, who came into this semi-final or this quarter-final here in 8th place, and Boris being the number 1 place, the number 1 ranked seed, I think Bad Blood held way more of their own than, what they were meant to tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that if this goes Bad Blood's way, this is going to be a pretty big upset. That's like as large of an upset you can get in the quarterfinals, like 1st and 8th. That's top and bottom bracket, top and bottom seed. Absolutely,
yeah, 100%. And that's something that you see so often in this kind of arena, in this kind of setting, and it's what makes this event, this night so special, is that anything can happen. And as soon as your weapon's gone, if that's it, and that's what ends your night, it's unfortunate, but that's how the cookie crumbles.
That's right. And I think if you're looking at the arena as well, there's not much detritus from Bad Blood, but you do see one wedge come off Boris, so that's going to count against Boris in terms of damage. The judges are going to look at that.
Absolutely, yes.
And the weapon stopping, the weapon belt coming off, that's another bad sign for Boris, so I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what the judges say.
Absolutely, and so we keep talking about the judges. The way this fight works, if you go the full 3 minutes, it goes down to a judge's decision. So you've got, we've got 3 of the best judges in New Zealand here to make sure that these fights are adequately judged. If you manage to incapacitate a robot, that is a knockout. There will be a 10-second countdown mid-fight by the referee, and then you win by knockout. But have we got one of our judges with us to give us the result?
Okay, we've got a split decision. First time we've had that in this game. Okay, we had 1 vote for, we had 2 votes for Bad Blood.
Bad Blood is the winner. What an upset. Can we round of applause? Bad Blood.
What a first round. I wasn't ready for that.
So we had one vote for Boris because they were very dominant in the first part of the match, but at the end of the day, they lost their primary weapon, and they had roughly the same amount of damage apart from that. So it was a very even match.
Absolutely, and that's what we love to see. Can we give it up for our judges? I assume this will not be the last time they will be called upon to make a tough decision tonight in our finals bracket. But honestly, that was probably the best opening fight we could have had.
Yeah, I fully agree. That's actually really crazy. And I think earlier in the sessions we saw today, that's when we're starting to see all these like really close matches. They're getting right down to the wire. They're making it the distance, and the judges are now getting involved. Last time we did this 3 months ago, I don't think there were this many judges' decisions. It wasn't this close, but now the competitors have really brought it. They've brought their whole game to a new level, and the people who were like leading the field, I think they've dragged everybody up with them. They've shown people this is the way robotics is going to be now, and I think here in New Zealand we're changing the game.
Absolutely. Can we give it one more time? A round of applause for these two robots. We're just going to take a little bit of a break in between the fights, let the interns kind of clean up the area inside, although, I mean, they've already seemed to have done that. But let's all calm down and get ready for our next fight.
Hi, my name is Ethan, and my robot's name is Only Forks. So the robot is a lifter-style robot, so it has 2 front forks which pivot up and try to lift and flip the other robot around and hopefully allow it to destroy itself. So the robot is primarily made of a single block of aluminium, about a 20 kilogram block that was machined down into a 3 kilogram hollow. And then the exterior is a hard shell of titanium.
All right, and this next robot fight tonight is our championship quarterfinal 3. So we'll play our championship quarterfinal 2 a little bit later. It's a little bit of the way the bracket is. But these two, 3rd place and 5th place so far in these qualifying sessions. So if anyone's closer in the table, like this is one of the big fights. And as we get these two in the arena and all ready, I think we'll we'll get into the next fight. Are you guys ready for the next fight?
All right. The box has been closed. And look, Josh, this is just dining cutlery etiquette. On the right-hand side of the dish, you can have your knives and your spoons and all that stuff. But on the left-hand side, and in the blue square, that's purely reserved for only forks! And in the orange square, from the depths of the forge and the fury of the storm, wielding the power of the gods and the bite of 1,000 blades, it's the hammer that doesn't fall, it spins. With a weapon that strikes like thunder, an armor forged for war, brace yourselves for the Norse nightmare. This is Mjolnir!
And they are off. Only forks attacking straight away, and Mjolnir needing to spin up fast. They move slow, and they need their weapon and take out only forks. Only forks taking some damage, flipped up. Both of these two completely different robots, and only forks has got the upper hand so far. Mjolnir needs to do some damage. There are some sparks flying here when Mjolnir makes contact. Making more contact with the wall at the moment.
That's a warning shot.
And Only Forks now trying to slow down Mjolnir, trying to make sure that their weapon can't spin up, and just controlling the whole area. Trying to make sure that they are in control of this fight right in front of the judges. Mjolnir is stuck.
Can he move? He saved himself.
Oh.
I think he started spinning his weapon, used it to push off the wall, and got back down. That was a good strategy from Mjolnir there. But Only Forks, again with the aggression, constant control, always pushing his opponent. He does not want Mjolnir to start spinning. And now he's on his side. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called the thing when the robot is stuck on its side. 2, 1, knockout!
And that is unfortunate for Mjolnir. Wow. Just dominated by Only Forks. That's all you can really say, right?
That's right. I mean, look at what he's done. You have to, look, I don't know how to explain how difficult it is to do that, because I can't do that. That guy has a massive weapon, right? It's a massive weapon. You need to get in there, put your own robot at risk, take the damage, right? And you need to be able to stop that weapon using your own robot, right? And you're not, on top of that, then they go and put them on their side. Then they go push them against the wall. That's how they're doing that stuff. And I think the driving skill is really what makes it for Only Forks. With a control bot like that, you need to be good, and I think the team really brings it.
Absolutely. We saw the speed, we saw the poise from Only Forks. Can we give it up for Only Forks? All right, we're going to head into our next fight, which will be in our plate bracket. So we'll get that set up, and then we'll be back with you very, very soon. Trying to turn away. Yeah, no, that's cool.
So one of the things you might have noticed with Mjolnir is that on the back of the robot, they have this like little rubber stopper looking thing. That thing is to prevent exactly that from happening if it lands on its back. But it isn't on the sides, is it, Paul?
We just changed out the armor to thicker armor, and the bolts that we have aren't long enough to put the stoppers on the sides after the rebuild from the event earlier today, so that's what you'll listen.
That's so unfortunate, but I guess that is the nature of combat robotics. You have to deal with these blows, and you gotta come back stronger next time, and unfortunately sometimes time is one of the real challenges that you're fighting here.
Absolutely, and I mean, like, with Only Forks, they did the common strategy of box rushing with weapons that take that long to spin up to full capacity, and they just would not relieve the pressure, which stopped Mjolnir being able to spin up and being able to do that damage that they so wanted to do. And like you said, when you change up the way your robot is to put more armor in, or to get more weaponry, you are substituting something else out, because there is a strict weight limit on these robots of 13.6 kg. So, when we don't have that in effect, it is, or when you have that in effect, it is very hard to maneuver in that way.
Absolutely, Josh. I think you're on the money there.
Thank you. This is my first time with robots.
I reckon you should start building bots too.
Well, I did try that once, actually. I tried to build a robot at one of our build and fight events that we have here at Robot Rampage. Cheeky plug. The next one's on the 6th of September, I think, on that weekend. It's on the board over there if you need to have a look. But I tried to build a robot. I got called in last minute. I've had no experience building a robot before, but that didn't matter. I got to build my robot. They gave me all the supplies. No know-how was needed. I just needed a team of friends. And in my first fight, they tore off my wheel, and I was done for the day. So that was me done. But I'm sure that everyone here, if you were to go to the build and fights, you do way better than me, because I've had no experience in building anything in my life. So.
Well, that's cool. I mean, it sounds like you had a great time, and you've obviously come back. You're in the environment now. You're hooked.
Yeah, actually, they once said, "Oh, just come and do one time," and then it turned into two, and now they actually don't let me leave here. So I do this to get a breath of fresh air sometimes. No, I'm just kidding.
It's nice that they open the roller door for you every once in a while.
Absolutely, yeah, get some sunlight in at some point. But now we are moving again into our plate bracket round. And so our plate bracket is our bottom 8 sides. Our bottom 8 robots are facing off against each other for some supremacy of those who didn't make it into the top bracket. Now these robots here have nothing to lose. There is no preservation here in my mind. You would just be going as hard as you can, trying to get through each round, because these robots obviously haven't been winning every fight, so they are on their last legs. Some of them have been completely rebuilt overnight. So it'll be very interesting to see the way that these robots and these drivers do face these challenges and see what they get to up there.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, like, teams have been repairing their robots, and they've been blowing through spares. They've gone through so many of their spares at this point. I'm pretty sure a couple teams have also been machining new parts. Like, they've been needing to replace stuff too. But I think we should start. Looks like we're loading in for the next match.
Yeah, we'll just take a little break, and we'll get back to you in a moment.
All right. It looks like the box has been closed. Oh, listen to that. All right. In the blue square, this bot hits hard. A real armor breaker. You'll feel the arena shake. This bot's an earthquaker. The force of the blow is gonna send you to Jamaica. Everybody give it up for Haymaker! And in the orange square, rolling into the arena with a deceptively chill vibe, this may just be the tournament's sleeper bot. Everyone, grab your blankets and shh, it's nap time.
And here we go. Both robots
So Haymaker spinning
taking
up.
their time with each other.
Took a while though.
And Naptime trying the pin strategy, pinning against the wall. Haymaker's horizontal blade obviously trying to spin up to full speed. You can hear it whirring there.
You can kind of see the whole robot shake.
Naptime will just try and lull Haymaker to sleep there. Trying to get Haymaker up on top of that, on that ramp. And try and use that vertical blade as you see there spinning up. Naptime.
Can he land a strong hammer shot?
Oh! And there we go, we've flipped up again. Naptime. Definitely trying to push. And there, damage. Haymaker taking some serious hits there.
Very clever from Naptime, pushing Haymaker's weapon into the arena there.
Some damage on Naptime as well. You can see those wheels exposed.
That's right, it's looking like it's struggling to drive. A little bit stuck in circles.
Naptime has stopped here.
Yeah, it looks like the armor is jamming the wheel. 3, 2,
1. What a fight that was. Haymaker again with nothing to lose as the whirring starts to slow of the weapon. Sorry, I lost my words there just for a second. Haymaker again just finding a way, and that's what I think has been so key with these bots, is they are trying to find a way, trying to get through. And obviously Naptime, as soon as that wheel became incapacitated, there was nothing really they could do.
That's right, and I think Haymaker, like we've seen through the tournament so far, has been built really well and somehow manages to deliver really well-placed attacks. And I think they must have, like, the way that Naptime is built, like you can kind of see around the back, the wheels are the weak spot. So I'm thinking Haymaker went in with that plan. They went for the back, they tried to get those wheels to get damage, and yeah, I think it just worked for them.
Absolutely, and one thing Naptime probably could have done a bit better is, like we saw Only Forks do last time, is that box rush, just to stop Haymaker being able to spin up like that. But we are going to take a quick break while these robots get sorted and we get the next ones in. Again, if you want to go get some food or go to the bathroom, now is a great time, and we'll be back with you very soon. Just a quick reminder, if you're in our audience tonight and you are in the front row, please make sure you are off of the glass and moving back just a touch, just sitting back in your seat. We don't want you to get too scared. So don't lean on the glass if possible. Thank you.
It's the mini box. It's the mini box versus the triple.
I think this is just a test drive. So that's Fury Fox.
On your screens in front of you up there, we have a replay of Bad Blood versus Boris. You can see the action that we've had tonight. This is our first fight. Just such precision and control, such damaging fighting there.
My name is Joseph Connolly. My robot is Chef Woody. Chef Woody's a bit of a different robot. Most others are made of metal. I've decided to make mine out of wood. I don't really have any concerns. I'm pretty confident with it that it's going to work how I intended, which really is that it's just going to go in there and turn into splinters. I'm not really scared of any robots. Maybe pretty scary. I hear he's a little bit scary. If you can't handle heat, get out of the kitchen. I'm about to put them on a chopping block. This is Robot Rampage. You're about to get cooked.
I'm so excited for this match because one of those mini bots is like one of my favorites. So it's called Raga Muffin, the one that's got the weapon on it. I'm gonna try point at it. This one. So that one is really cool because the weapon is so big compared to how long the robot is, like front to back wise. So when it starts hitting things, I'm expecting that thing to start spinning around the box, flipping like crazy.
Absolutely.
And the only way it's gonna stop is if the weapon dies or the wheels get on the ground again.
100%. And we've seen that already this weekend. We've seen just incredible action from this Ragamuffin, who works in tandem with Snollygoster. So Snollygoster looks to trap the opponent, and then his teammate Ragamuffin comes in with the weapons, and well, all hell breaks loose really if they get it involved. And then obviously Chef Woody on the other side, bit of a crowd favorite usually, someone we always love to back. You always love to back the underdog in this situation. So it'll be very interesting to see what Chef Woody can do tonight. Hasn't had a successful day so far. Currently is 0-3 in their fights, so not having the best time. However, you never know.
Well, they are 0-3, but Chef Woody has fought some really strong bots. And the thing about Chef Woody is that even though it takes so much damage, it just doesn't give up. He keeps moving. And we see other robots that get hit once and stop. Chef Woody is not like that. Chef Woody is persistent, relentless, never stops until you give it no other option.
Absolutely, yeah. And looking formidable over the other end. No knife in this session for Chef Woody, so it'll be interesting. Maybe a knife on the top, but the carrots have remained. So the carrots are a staple part of Chef Woody.
That seems quite important.
Well, absolutely, eat your veggies, But should we get into it?
Yeah, I think we should. Let me grab the other mic.
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty, the box has been shut. In the blue square, other bots have hearts of steel, but this bot has a heart of oak. Forget branches and grain, cause he's serving carrots and pain. You don't think he'd go easy on you, Woody? Brace yourselves for Chef Woody! And orange square, one mini bot is gonna make some room and push you around. Then the other sends you to the moon and let you splatter on the ground. Seriously, it's gonna hurt. The robot equivalent of a concussion. Make some noise! It's Snollygoster and Ragamuffin! Let's see if our prediction was right. 3, 2, 1, fight!
Snollygoster out of the blocks early, trying to take down Chef Woody here, and just grinding him down.
Look at that, already shredding Chef
everywhere.
Woody. And Snollygoster doing a great job bullying Chef Woody, pushing him around, keeping him pinned for Ragamuffin to get ready. Line up, and there we go. Grinding away to the side.
Grinding down the wood here. They're looking to try and release here. Snollygoster trying to get Chef Woody off. Can they? Oh, now that is just rude. They're trying to get Chef Woody off. Maybe Ragamuffin can help.
It looks like the robots are stuck.
We've got to pause. We've got to get them unstuck. It's
So this is different from a knockout.
It is not fair to Chef Woody. It is not fair. Chef Woody came into this event, into this match here, with one side of their drive not working. So, I love the smell of fresh wood coming out of the arena here. Pine, it's pine, we've been told. A couple of kicks from the referee. We've got a crowd favorite and a ref favorite in Chef Woody here. Carrots are still attached, which is a really big part. Obviously, the timer is the timer is off, and they are back. Here we go. Chef Woody spinning up, trying to cause some damage. Oh, the carrots are gone!
Launching carrots at his opponents.
The carrots are all over the arena now. Oh, got Snollygoster on top. Ragamuffin defending Chef Woody before absolutely. Oh, that is a sad, sad sight to see. They're going to have to go into the side of Chef Woody. Chef Woody just having to try and spin up.
I think Ragamuffin's having trouble getting underneath, doing a lot of damage to the side and the top edge. But I think once they get underneath that lip, there's probably going to be a bit more going on. Let's see if they can manage. Look, both robots doing a great job at sorting. Oh! There you go! That's more like it!
Ragamuffin goes flying. Chef Woody bites back. 1 minute left in this fight here. Ragamuffin doing some big damage, trying to get that wheel exposed. Snollygoster just ring-a-ring-a-rosy.
Looks like that wheel is having a bit of trouble moving. Oh no, it's good. But Ragamuffin's starting to work on the other side. The armor on the other side of the wheel now.
I wonder if Ragamuffin and Snollygoster have thought about working in the forestry industry here. They're grinding up the wood nicely there. Chef Woody.
Ragamuffin's still putting in lots of work. Now there's only 10 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. All right, that was a fantastic fight, and somehow it's going to judge's decision.
That's absolutely wild. But, I mean, from my biased view, because I love Ragamuffin, I feel like the judges are probably going to give it to Ragamuffin. Well, I mean, what does the crowd think? Who thinks Chef Woody is going to win? How about Snollygoster and Ragamuffin?
Seems like it might only be you.
And like three people.
We didn't need some biased commentary in that one. You know, we need to be unbiased as commentators. Well, to be fair, I was cheering on Chef Woody in the same. But we are going to head into like a 10-minute break before we get into a heavyweight exhibition. So, if you want some hot drinks or some food or go to the bathroom, now is the time. If you like standing in the rain, I'm pretty sure it's still raining outside. So...
I heard there's ice cream and stuff too.
But before you go, we have the winner. The winner is... I haven't been told, actually. Is it up on the screen?
It's Snollygoster
and Ragamuffin! Fantastic. All right, we're heading into our 10-minute break now. Giving out souvenirs to the crowd there. I might try and get a doorstop out of Chef Woody there. But head on into your break and we'll see you again soon.
We got the intern working with the reverse vacuum.
long flights. Let's go find him. It's a little bit annoying, but I'm managing it. I think I can handle it. If I'm doing this tomorrow as well, I might as well practice it. They like it? I mean, if they like it, just keep it. It's not like it's a small thing for me, and it's a big thing for them. So.
All right, so at the moment in the arena, we're loading in 2 sportsman heavyweights. So these guys are 250 pounds. So that's 113 kilos.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're using freedom units there, which
So
is...
I had to use that because that's like the cleaner number that they defined them with.
Yeah.
But 113 kg, that's what we're looking at here. Noodlebot, obviously my favorite.
I think everyone's favorite.
Oh, hell yeah. It's got pool noodles, it's got the Christmas lights, it's got the
Real
takeaway
noodles.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
I
then-
like how the pool noodles make it look like a pipe organ.
Yeah, absolutely,
It's
yeah.
really cool.
100%. This is a exhibition match, so obviously trying to have some fun, trying to have a really, really good time. We've got, obviously, Noodlebot has been introduced. On the other side, who do we have, Karan?
So on this side, we've got the Crusty Grab.
The Crusty
So-
Grab.
Yeah, the Crusty Grab.
So if you were watching earlier today, we did have, we do even have a bot like this with only forks as well. A little bit of a lifter bot. So obviously not as quick around the arena as only forks, but you know it is a heavyweight bot that is obviously very, very dangerous and something that we are scared of. I would be insanely scared driving up against that, especially as Noodlebot. We love Noodlebot, but doesn't really have a weapon or any hope, really.
Well, it's got hope from me, and then like the support of our fans.
I'll hope in it as well.
You're also supporting.
Could we maybe get a crowd like? Who's your favorite? So who's really, really keen to see Crusty Grab win this one? Oh!
And that's how you take the weapon restraint out?
Yes.
That doesn't seem safe at all.
Absolutely. Can we close that arena? Because that scared me.
You said the robot moves slower than only forks? I don't believe you.
Yeah, actually, I might have lied there. And then on the other side, who wants to see Noodlebot win? Wow. As the arena closes, we'll get into it. Noodlebot's already losing a noodle, but that's okay. I guess we'll get into the countdown and we'll get started. Here we go.
Three, 2, 1, fight!
And Noodlebot surviving longer than usual here. Oh!
You can already hear how powerful these machines are.
Absolutely. Heavyweight fight.
yeah.
Maybe Noodlebot does have a weapon in the trailing Christmas lights.
It's like entanglement.
Trying to
has it?
wrap around Crusty Grab. And half of the lights are now, or all of the lights are now gone. So there goes that weapon. The only... Oh!
What a suplex!
Crusty Grab, I don't think Crusty Grab's finished here.
I think he still wants to play. He's going to
Absolutely.
flip Noodlebot back up.
Oh! Well done to everyone staying off the wall.
I think he knew that the front row just wanted a closer look.
Absolutely. Hey guys, do you want to see Noodlebot right in your face? There you go. Oh, Noodlebot can't get back up and then can't do any damage. We're trying to... Crusty Grab is trying to get through and get in there. Getting frustrated, it seems.
And I don't know if you know this, but I was there when Noodlebot was being built. Those wheels and the motors are actually from an old mobility scooter.
Mobility scooter.
That's right. It's so, if you think that you can't get into the sport, all you need to do is take your grandma's mobility scooter and you can turn it into a robot.
The robot is now a wheelchair ramp, so...
Still accessible.
Does Nana have a wheelchair now, or is she waiting for the scooter back?
Well, she'll get it back eventually.
Right, okay. Will it come with some noodles? Oh my gosh, the noodles are attacking! It be your own sometimes. Oh,
Crusty Grab's got a noodle now.
Crusty
Use it
Grab.
against him.
I think this is a Noodlebot win here. We've got less than a minute left. Oh!
That was an RKO. Wow. There we go. Skidding off those noodles again. And another shot. Woo!
Wow.
Possibly if the noodle could get stuck in the mechanism, maybe that would stop the forks.
Absolutely. It seems like Noodle is doing a bit of damage. Oh, the noodle has fallen off now, but there was a little bit of damage limitation with that noodle there.
Yeah, it was doing a little bit of a job. There's only 20 seconds left on the clock now.
And just
Can
giving the
Noodlebot
crowd
still go?
an up-close look as well, saying, have you met Noodlebot? If not, here's the underbelly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay, so to me it looked like both robots were fighting at the end. Would you say the same, Karan?
I mean, yeah, like they were both putting in work. They were both doing like the thing that they're supposed to do with their weapons, right? Noodlebot was using the wedge, trying to get in there and like pushing noodles towards them.
Absolutely.
That's really important. Like you just got to keep doing this stuff. I think they're just finding an easier way to reset because
Yes.
carrying the robots out is difficult.
Absolutely, 113 kgs, very heavy. So our judges are actually still on their break. So we thought we'd take it to the crowd. The crowd, we've got you involved now. You are now our judges. So I want to cheer if you think that Crusty Grab has won. Okay. And if you think Noodlebot has won, cheer now.
That seems pretty clear to me.
I mean, this is outrageous. This is a farce.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you think. The judge's decision is final.
This is correct.
Yeah. Arguing
Also,
with the
hey,
judge is pointless.
Hey, I'm also... Yes, the judges were driving. There we go. That's why they were on their break. They were having their little, like a time on the playground. And a cider over here with our other judge. Probably not the best drink to have when we've still got some fights coming up. But, sharpens the focus. How good. So that was our heavyweight exhibition. Did you enjoy that, Karan?
Oh, I did. I loved it. That was such a good fight. And I think watching Crusty Grab do what it does, those suplexes, the RKOs, those moves, those flipping moves, that's crazy. Being able to grab an opponent robot that way is not an easy thing to do. That requires like really good driving skill. It requires the robot to be built really, really well because it needs to respond to all your commands instantly. And I just think that it's an amazing show of like engineering and craftsmanship and driving control. It's the whole shebang.
Absolutely, and you see that more even with Noodlebot and the way that Noodlebot was built to withstand the attacks from Crusty Grab as Noodlebot, I think, has been rushed to a local medical facility to become a wheelchair ramp so people can get in. And maybe that's a retirement. Maybe that could be the last we see unless, you never know. It could make a well-earned comeback, a comeback for a crowd who really, really love Noodlebot.
Oh yeah, if there's enough hype, I'm sure Noodlebot would come back.
Absolutely, yeah.
Otherwise, maybe Grandma would get her wheelchair back.
Yes, maybe we'll rebuild it back into a mobility scooter. We'll see. Anyways, we're going to head into the second half now, so there is a little bit of time while we clean up the remnants of Noodlebot, and we get our interns in there just to make sure they clean up the arena. But as these bots leave the arena and we get our featherweight bots back in. This is now the time for us to just reminisce about Noodlebot and remember a true legend of the game.
I'm Kerry Waters, and my robot name is Chain Damage. My robot is a spinner of sorts, but more using its own body. The last two events were a rush. We were up until 4 a.m. the first event, and I think it left the starting tile, that was about it. Next event was a lot better. I actually spent more than 2 weeks planning that one. And we had a weapon spinning, not the original weapon that we intended, but we had a weapon spinning that was good. And this time, we're just building upon that. I think in 3-4 more competitions from now, we're gone. We're gonna be so good.
All right. Looks to me like the box has been closed. In the blue square, they say this thwackbot was chained up in Robo prison for committing crazy Robo crimes. But he broke free of his bonds, and now they're his main weapon. It's chain damage! And in the orange square, with an impressive weapon disc like lightning dipped in cobalt, rivals get picked apart till they've got no nuts and no bolts. He'll hit you once, twice, 3 times, and let that damage recur. Please make some noise and a big welcome to Blue Blur! Two, one, fight!
Here we go, Blue Blur spinning up, chain damage.
You can hear it now. That whirring sound, that's Blue Blur.
Chain damage spinning up, trying to do some damage here. Blue Blur just controlling the space, trying not to get too close. Oh! Chain damage lifted into the air.
Chain damage spins really fast too. That's actually quite impressive.
Oh!
Looks like they've lost some duct tape. That's probably pretty important. You wouldn't put it there if it wasn't important.
Oh my gosh. Blue Blues will be trying to stop chain damage from spinning up that fast. Chain damage trying to create some space to get up as fast as they are. Blue Blur just taking their time, methodical approach. Helping them spin to the other side of the arena here. Blue Blur's
cool
got to be careful here.
And Blue Blur serpentining towards chain damage. Look at him go. And there we go. Another shot. Something came off there.
The chain, one of the chains is gone.
Are you saying that orange robot has some chain damage?
Oh my gosh. Sparks are flying. Plastic is flying now. Chain damage needs to start spinning up. Blue Blur just methodically taking their time.
Look how angry chain damage looks. He's so upset with what's going on. Oh. He's upside down now. He's still driving pretty well.
A sense of calm has come over the arena here. Chain damage just trying to get away.
Bluebird doesn't look like it's
little
spinning
tap.
again.
Get him, chain damage.
Big attack from chain damage. Again. So many shots from chain damage. Spinning up next to Blue Blur. Chain
This
damage
is huge damage
you
here.
can't move. I still can.
40 seconds left now. What can chain damage do?
Look at that. Pure damage.
Can we get some little love taps going here?
I think the ref's gonna start counting. There you go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time countdown.
Very, very interesting fight. Something.
That's the timer
sorry.
lapsing
Maybe,
too.
maybe that wasn't me saying interesting. Maybe I needed a different adjective.
Yeah, that wasn't good
They
enough.
were like not interesting. Wow. I mean, fantastic control early on from Blue Blur. Just taking. I mean, there's remnants of chain damage everywhere across the arena here.
Oh, it's all over the place. I think if it went to judges, the judges probably would have given it to Blue Blur.
Absolutely, yeah. The way that they controlled the fight majority of the way through, I mean, you can't really expect anything else. And the amount of, chains and duct tape and plastic that's all over the arena, that is all chain damage. There's no real structural damage to Blue Blur other than not being able to drive. So,
Yeah, that's right. I mean, but if you're not able to drive, that's the thing that gets you knocked out. That's like the one thing you got to build your reliability and robustness on first. But also, the weapon was impressive, and I think if I'm just going to start breaking down what chain damage was doing, I think one of the cool things about them is that when they've got both chains and an opponent comes towards them, the chains absorb and deflect a lot of the energy. So when the main chassis gets hit, it doesn't take that much damage. But I think Blue Blur did a really good job using the front wedge to deflect the chains up. Once the chains had lost some of that momentum, then the weapon came in. And then once that first chain came off, you saw how much more damage started happening to chain damage. That's when all that orange stuff started coming off. All that stuff Kerry's holding in his hands. And the robot just looked sadder and sadder as it went until Blue Blur stopped moving.
absolutely. And then the chain damage patented love kisses came through. Just nice little taps. Nice little, yep, I've beaten you. Yep, unlucky. Better luck next
It's
time.
almost insulting, isn't it?
Absolutely. I felt insulted. One of the judges was screaming, saying, kiss him! Kiss him! And so, it is, it is what it is. It is what, chain damage lives to see another day. Blue Blur, back to the drawing board, I guess. And, but fantastic action the whole way through. Can we give it up for those two again?
I think that was also one of the upsets because I believe chain damage was one of the lowest seeds too.
Yes, indeed. That was in our plate tournament as well.
Plate
So
tournament.
they are fighting for that 9th place championship. And look, we've had so many fantastic fights tonight. And that one was just another upset that we continue to get. And it's one of those ones that, you don't expect. And the whole way through the fight even, I was like, even if Blue Blur is plottering around the arena, they've won it. They can do a victory lap as slow or as fast as they like. And then, again, like you talked about, their reliability is just one of those upsets where if you can keep your robot moving for 3 minutes, you're gonna go far in this tournament.
That's right, and I think it's quite difficult to explain to people how hard it can be for a robot to actually make it for the full 3 minutes because there are so many things that can go wrong. Every single decision you make adds 10 or 20 new things that could possibly go wrong. And it really just blows out. It's one of the hardest engineering challenges, I think, just being able to make a robot ready for competition and then keep putting it in the ring for session after session after session.
up until the quarters, and now they have to get ready for the semis.
Absolutely. There'll probably be a lot of repairs happening tonight, overnight, in anticipation for the semis and the final tomorrow morning. We'll give you guys a little bit of a break, and then we'll be back into it with our next fight. Just before we get into our next match, we do have some build-in fights coming up that you can come along to. So if you want to build your own robot, like I was talking about before with myself, didn't do great, but I'm sure you guys will do better. We have that coming up in September, and then another one in December. We also have another spectator event coming up on November the 7th and the 8th. It's another one of these incredible battles that we've been seeing this whole weekend. And so we'd love for you to join us again. All the details are on our socials, Robot Rampage, at Robot Rampage, and also our website, robotrampage.co.nz. We can't wait to see you guys again, but we'll get into this fight. I'm going to pass over to Karan, and he's going to announce these next two fighters.
Looks like the robot's still calibrating. One of the cool things about this bot, it's called Tessellate. It's a melty brain type. So what it does is it uses its wheels to spin around, and then they use software to kind of control the direction it goes, because if both your wheels are spinning around, it's actually kind of hard to go in a straight line. But you'll see what it does. The white lights are the direction it's facing.
All right. The box has been closed. In the blue square, when this bot boots up, opponents start debugging their strategy, because this machine is programmed destruction. Coming to battle with blades of vengeance and bites of fury, it's Kilabite! And in the orange square, watch him slice, dice, and rearrange his opponents into a mosaic of defeat. Every hit they make, they calculate. Each opponent they face, they dominate. And rest assured, they'll give us a reason to celebrate. Make some noise, it's Tessellate!
Bit of an aggressive posture from Kilabite, stepping forward of the box, but
Here we go.
now they're staying back.
Both robots spinning
Both
up.
going for the same strat. Feels like
Tessellate
one of
just-
them has an advantage here.
Oh! So, it almost seems like a taunt from Kilabite. However, their weapon, their vertical spinner, is not operational in this one. So they are just trying to oh!
That was crazy, Josh.
Absolutely. For a robot that didn't have a weapon, that was using the strategy of the other robot's weapon, for it to somehow pull it off, that is an incredible upset there.
Yeah, fully agree. That's quite a big upset. I do think that Tessellate it's one of the things here. A great man once said, well, it was Isaac Newton. I don't know if you've heard of him before.
Yes.
But
familiar.
every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yes.
Which means if that robot hits the other robot, it also needs to be able to deal with the brunt of that force internally. It can have so many current rush problems. You can fry electronics just from hitting something too hard. That kind of stuff really does damage to these robots. I was talking about the things that can go wrong before. That's just one example. And like I said, it's hard to make it 3 minutes.
Absolutely. I understood what current rush meant, so we're on the same page here. Definitely. Engineers, both of us, engineer talk. Yep, that's right. Well, I mean, that's something you've come to see in this, like we've talked about before. If you can make it the 3 minutes, you're doing something right. And if you can't make it that whole time, that's just something that you have to reload and try again and get out next time. But fantastic fight. I mean, it's an underdog story, really. Your weapon not working and somehow, coming up with a new strategy, using your opponent's strategy against them. Just something you love to see.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think it was just really impressive to see how quickly they adapted as soon as they came out the box. They were a little bit hesitant at the beginning. Weapon wasn't spinning and stuff, but I think they committed. They did well. They doubled down on copying the opponent's strategy, and they clearly came out on top.
Absolutely. Can we give it up one more time for Kilabite? All right, perfect.
My name is Connor. I'm from Christchurch, New Zealand. My robot's name is Black Rose, and it's a four-wheel drive split drum. It's unique in that all four tyres are fairly large compared to the robot's volume, and they're pushed to all four corners. The wheel itself actually acts as armour. So yeah, obviously we come into these events expecting or hoping to win. It's very limited things that aren't intended to be hit by the opponents. It's really good that Robot Rampage has actually spent the money build out this facility like this, because it's challenging for people down here in this side of the world, and now we're able to cultivate a bit more of a scene on this side of the world.
I'm Tim Sly, and this is Fury Fox. Fury Fox is a large vertical disc spinner, and it has interchangeable front ends. How I like to fight is like a dog fight, strafing around at speed, ramming, and getting the most bite on my 40mm tooth. Last time with Inferno Fox, I came second, and this one is a completely new build. This time, I'm going for number 1.
All right, we are moving into our last 2 rounds of the night, our last 2 fights. We are back into the championship bracket. So this is to get into our semi-finals tomorrow morning to make sure that they are going for glory, I guess. We've got these 2 immense robots in here who have had some fantastic wins so far, both sporting 2 wins and 1 loss. We have Black Rose and Fury Fox. I'll pass it over to Karan, who'll just tell you a little bit more.
Alrighty, the box has been closed. In the blue square, he's cunning, he's sneaky, he thinks outside the box. He's spinny, he's angry, he came from the school of hard knocks. They say hell hath no fury. But that's because Team Sly Robotics took it and used it to fuel Fury Fox! Square. He's lining up his enemies, then he switches to attack mode. If you come at him with long forks, oof, he's gonna snap those. That double-barreled drum spinner, don't let it get that close. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one time for Black Rose! Two, one, fight!
Here we go.
Both spinning real fast.
Both
Near
are
miss
rushing
there.
to the middle here. Fury Fox flipped over. Got to use the weapon to flip right side up.
This is impressive.
Wow, Black Rose is nimble. Oh!
Looks like Fury Fox is stuck.
Black Rose.
Wow. 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
knockout. Oh, that was over before it began.
Wow, that was amazing. One thing I've noticed about Black Rose this whole tournament so far is just they are so nimble just to get around, getting up and over as we struggle to open the arena here to get these robots out. But they are so nimble, are able to get around the attacks and just absolutely fantastic driving.
That's a really good point. Like, a lot of things that we see with other robots is that they'll have wedges, wedgelets. The goal is to get underneath your opponent. Once you can do that, your upward spinning weapon gets a lot of bite and it sends them through the ceiling. But the problem is, the thing that Black Rose does so special is that they don't have wedges. They don't have that stuff. They're totally okay with someone getting underneath them. They'll end up riding up on top of the robot and then grinding at them from the top where they have less armor or something like that. Then they're bouncing around the arena, so hard to predict where they're going to come from, and then as soon as his wheels are on the ground, bang, hits you again.
Absolutely. Black Rose is one that obviously they did have a loss early on in the tournament. I think they, from what I remember, they unstuck their opponent and then their opponent came back to bite them in the end. So if they had left their opponent stuck, they would have been 3-0, top of the table, and it would have been one of those ones where, you know, they are flying through, but they've had to earn their way into the semi-final, and boy, did they earn it in that one. Fury Fox, unlucky there, just got to probably the one place they can't flip out of.
I think you're right. And the thing with Fury Fox is that when it lands on its back, it's able to use its weapon to flip itself back up. And the sides are like narrow enough that it's going to roll off the sides. But the front, I think it's just too much of a flat surface. There isn't really anything there. And it seems like the weapon doesn't really start moving you to tip you back. I think that was the issue that Fury Fox had that time.
Absolutely. That'll be a engineering change for next time. Can we give it up one more time for Black Rose? All right, we have one more fight for us tonight. So while we get that set up, take a little break. If you need another drink, please go ahead and get one. We thank you guys so much for your support. It's been awesome. Let's get it.
my name's James Kirby of Broken Link Robotics. My robot is Obliterator. It's a big horizontal spinner rebuilt from a sort of Australian legend that before my time, but I always wanted to hear it spin, and so I've rebuilt the machine myself. So the weapon's pretty heavy. 4.5 kilograms is a pretty good bar to swing around. Aside from the good weapon, the good motor, the drivetrain is very fast. It's well balanced, so it's dippy. You probably won't win a pushing match, but it can position just as fast as anyone else or faster. So last time I was here in New Zealand at Robot Rampage, I competed with a robot called Derive, and it did well. It ended up winning the event, and I was happy with that performance. And so now taking a turn to a completely different machine in a big spinner, which is not something I've ever tackled.
As the robots are getting set up into the arena, we have had an awesome time hosting you guys. Have you guys had an awesome time tonight? It is awesome. It's been so cool to see you here, and especially some familiar faces that have been before. We really, really value and appreciate the support. You guys have been awesome, and we've been thankful to be able to put on a great show for you tonight. We are into our last fight of the night. It is our quarterfinal 2 for our championship round, which is weird because we've already played 3. But these are ranks 2 and 7. So both these bots are fantastic. They've both had some good wins over the weekend so far, and this is going to be an incredible fight. So if you guys are ready, I think we'll get into it and get started. Are you guys ready for this fight? All right, here we go.
Alrighty, the box has been shut. In the blue square. Ha ha ha! My nemesis, I finally got you! You silly little semi-aquatic mammal of action. Wait, is that a robot? Oh my goodness, it's Perry the robot! And in the orange square, with a horizontal spinner the size of your worst nightmare, this bot doesn't just hit, it erases. When it starts spinning, the laws of physics start sweating. Rivals don't get dismantled, they get deleted. Watch as he turns the battlefield into a scrapyard. Everyone, make some noise for Obliterator! Here we go, both vertical spin, one vertical spin and a horizontal. This guaranteed destruction.
Oh my gosh, no way!
The whole side of Perry is gone. It's not moving. 7.
Not like this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Wow. And after all of that Dr. Doofenshmirtz you did at the start there, Karan, Perry just got obliterated by Obliterator. It makes sense. That was a dominant showing, really. That's what Obliterator's been doing all weekend. Something that, we've seen time and time again. And to be fair, that was pretty unsurprising in my eyes. How about you?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think the thing about Obliterator is that they don't just show up and pack a punch on like small robots and like weak robots. They come and they deal massive damage to any robot that dares come in its way. And that's the thing that makes Obliterator so scary, because you'll be You'll think that you've got a strong bot, you've beaten everyone else, and then you come up against Obliterator. Suddenly, one shot, your whole left side's gone. What can you even do?
Absolutely. So we now have our brackets finalized for tomorrow morning's final. So tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. we'll have our championship bracket where we have Bad Blood up against Black Rose, and we have Only Forks taking on Obliterator, which will be an awesome championship bracket. And then in our 9th place bracket, we have Snollygoster and Raga Muffin up against Haymaker. And then we also have, I think that's Kilabite over there, against Chain Damage. So these robots are going to be rebuilt overnight. If you want to tune in tomorrow to watch that, that'll be incredible. I'm sure there'll be links on our socials for you to watch that as well. You can watch it on Facebook and YouTube. And so they will be live streamed. 10 a.m. tomorrow is the finals. And then 7 p.m. we have Australia versus New Zealand. An incredible 5v5 robot competition. Again, live on our socials as well. Tune in and we will see you there. But thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys have had a great night. Get home safe.